Okay, guys, I found some more games. I found my PlayStation games, so I'm going to show these to you guys. And I also forgot to mention that, yes, this is still my favorite Sega Genesis game, the Power Rangers game. And I forgot to mention that um, next year, 2010, if you remember watching Power Rangers as a kid, they are going to re-air the series in with better effects and definition, and it's going to be uncut. So if you're a Power Rangers fan when you were a kid and you are waiting for it to come on DVD, it just might come on DVD next year after they re-air it, which I'm pretty excited about. If they re-air Power Rangers again and they release it on DVD and Blu-ray, I am so gonna buy that on Blu-ray. Such a big childhood memory of mine, and I can't wait to see it again. But anyway, here are the games for my PlayStation. I don't have my actual PlayStation console anymore because years ago, when my sister went off to college, I gave her the PlayStation because I got a PS2. So she gave that PlayStation to one of our old friends whose PlayStation was broken. So I can't show you the console, but I can just show you the games that I have. All right, here we go. This is PlayStation Underground. This came with the PlayStation. It came with some demos, which was Tomb Raider 3, NHL Face Off 99, A Bug's Life, Apocalypse, NFL Game Day 99, Bomberman World, Brave Fencer, Musashi, I can't read that exactly, Siphon Filter, and Twisted Metal 3. So yeah, those are the two demo discs. And moving on, Rayman. Rayman was pretty fun. You have like a super punch that float when you punch it, like your hand floats in the air, which was pretty cool. I never beat this game, so I can't really remember what happened with Fighting Force 2, the sequel to Fighting Force. This game wasn't as good as Fighting Force, the first game. It was kind of more of a stealthy kind of shooter than like fighting off enemies with hand-to-hand combat like the first game, but it was still pretty fun. He was one of the characters in the first game. And Twisted Metal 3. This was like my first racing game that I loved a lot, mainly because you shoot weapons at each other, which is really awesome. The best character in here was Minion, but he was the only character I can. Well, after I earned him, I couldn't beat the game with anyone else because Minion was the best, and all the other characters kind of sucked ass. Like your defense sucked. Uh, Road Rash 3D. This was a motorcycle racing game, and you race like on like Harley Davidson and stuff, and you could pick up different weapons like not pikes, pipes and cattle tasers and chains, and beat each other with it while you're racing, and try to get first place. Basically, do whatever you can to try to win the race in first place. It was a really fun game. If you ever find this game, you should totally check it out. I highly recommend it. This game was awesome when I was little. Spyro Year of the Dragon. I don't know which Spyro this was. If it was the third, or there's so many Spyro games now, but I guess it's the third one. I had the first and second one, but I think my sister has those. WCW versus the World. I was a big wrestling fan when I was little, and I still am. And Sting, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. This game was pretty fun, had a lot of characters. The gameplay was solid, so it wasn't that great, but it was still a pretty fun game. If you like wrestling games, check that out. Gran Turismo. I can't wait to get Gran Turismo 5. Next to Twisted Metal, this was my favorite racing game because it is a racing game and had cool cars and stuff, so I can't wait to get Gran Turismo 5. Check that out. I never got Gran Turismo 2, 3, or 4, so Gran Turismo 5 would be pretty cool to get. Star Wars Rebel Assault 2. This game was fun. You play as a rebel fighter, and you go and try to destroy the Empire, or a part of the Empire. I don't remember. But the graphics in this were pretty good because they used like actual pictures from the movie and stuff, and when you play, it's pretty cool. But yeah, check that out. Real Fishing, Powerboat Racing, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. This game was fun as hell. I never played the first one, but this game was really fun. Skateboarding. I like this a lot better than Tony Hawk when I was little. I thought this game was way better for some reason. I think because doing tricks when this was easier, but Tony Hawk's is still pretty good. Driver, I never knew what to do with this. I didn't know how to play this game. I just drove around and ran away from cops. And there's some way you can do like missions, but I have no idea how to do that. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Let her rip Beyblade! Yeah. This game was fun. You get to make your own Beyblades and battle with friends and other opponents and stuff. Yeah, that's a pretty fun game. Gotta speed up here, running out of time. Razor Freestyle Scooter. When the scooter first came out, everyone wanted one. When I was in Iceland overseas and I was little, I was the first one, or not the first one, the second one on base to ever get a scooter because I went to the States and I bought one for Christmas. And all the kids thought I was so cool, like, oh man, where'd you get that scooter? And this game was pretty fun. It had 5 characters, I think, and you just do scooter tricks on it. Street Fighter Alpha 3, one of the best Street Fighter games. My favorite character was, sorry about that, the case is upside down. My favorite character was Guy. Guy was kick-ass, and Akuma, of course. Rugrats. You gotta love Rugrats when you're little. This game was fun. You get to play as Reptar at the very end and destroy the city. And it had some fun missions and fun gameplay. Yeah, this game was pretty fun. Spider-Man. Spider-Man was awesome. Of course. Gundam Battle Assault 2. My favorite Gundam game. Gundam fighting game, at least. This game was awesome. Because I got to finally play as my favorite character, which is Wu Fei. Got to pilot Nataku, which was awesome. I'm sick of having Wing Zero in every single Gundam game, but all the other characters can't be in there, which is pretty stupid. Ape Escape, you get to capture these monkeys before they take over the world by the main monkey named Spectre, who was super smart, and that was a fun game. I'm gonna speed it up here. I have like 3 minutes left, guys. Small Soldiers, the movie I thought was great when I was little, so I wanted to get the game. The game was really fun. You get to play as Gorgons or soldiers. You get to fight each other, and you play as Gorgons at the beginning of the game, and then you have to fight Major Chip Hazard at the very end. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22. Cool Borders 4. A Bug's Life, one of my favorite Pixar movies. This game was fun as hell. I never got to finish it. I always got stuck at trying to build the bird. And yeah, you got to throw berries at enemies and stuff. It was a really fun game. Fighting Force. Yeah, he was in the guy in the second Fighting Force in the sequel. This game was awesome. They had their own special attacks, and you get to pick up machine guns, shotguns, and kick enemies' asses, which is really cool. NFL Blitz, the football game that made you do anything, keep tackling people, doing crazy stuff. That's what I love about the Blitz game. That's why I don't buy Madden, because Madden is repetitive, the same thing all over again. Classic Doom, I had this for the PC, got it for the PlayStation. Of course, one of the best games of all time. Street Fighter 2 Collection. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. They stopped showing Power Rangers after like the 5th season where I lived. So when this game came to where I lived, I was like, huh, these are interesting. So I played the game. The gameplay is really fun. The season wasn't that good though, but anyway. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, one of the best skateboarding games. My favorite, of course, is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Frogger. This game was awesome. Everyone knows Frogger, you know, run away from trucks and try to get across. But what was cool, when you do 2-player, you can, like say I'm first player and I'm green, second player is like purple, I think, and I can jump on him, and then he has to hold still. And then I could jump off him, and then the truck can smash into him, which is freaking hilarious. This game was fun as hell. Twisted Metal 4. The greatest boxing game ever, The Contender, or just Contender. This game was the best boxing game back in its time, I think. At least in my opinion. I got to the final boss, which was your trainer, but he always kicked my ass. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, the best Star Wars game in my opinion. And he was my favorite Plo Koon. He had like a gold, a lightsaber, or yellow, but he had the best moves. And Star Wars Master of Terrakasi, which is a fighting Star Wars game. You get to play as Han Solo, Luke, Boba Fett, and all those characters, which is great. Anyway, guys, this is my PlayStation collection. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I got one more video I think left before I leave, so check that out. And I'm running out of time, so I'll see you guys later.